Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Gary McCready from HVAC Know-It-All. So on this video, we're going to talk about brazing alternatives. Now, I will be the first to admit that brazing is a time-tested, traditional type method to join ACR pipe and refrigeration pipe and make sure it's leak-free for the life of that equipment. So what are brazing alternatives? Well, brazing alternatives are joining that same ACR and refrigeration pipe, but not lighting a torch at all and using other methods to do so. And there's a few of them out there that I'm going to talk about with you. So before we get into brazing alternatives, guys, I wanted to give Jobber a shout out. It's a CRM tool that I am using to run McCready HVAC and Refrigeration Services, Inc. that I launched in May. Now, it does everything from invoicing to scheduling to quoting, and it's totally paperless. The support on the back end, which is a really important factor to me. The support on the back end is amazing because we're all busy, right? Either on the phone, but what's even better is the chat setup. Within 1 or 2 minutes, they get back to you with a solution to your problem. If the problem is much bigger than what a chat can do, you can get on the phone and the wait time is not that much. So if you're interested in a 14-day free trial and some savings, check out the link in the summary of this video. So this is a very polarizing topic, meaning that there's opinions on both sides of the fence that are very strong. But I think we need to talk about why brazing alternatives are becoming a thing and why they will continue to do so. Now, we also have to throw in there fire permits need to be secured. And most buildings, they're going to want to bypass that fire alarm panel so we're not setting it off and bringing the fire trucks in while you're brazing up that leak or that new system that you're putting in. Now, why is there a lot of pushback from some in the community in the refrigeration and HVAC trades to even try brazing alternatives? Well, there's a fear there. People have this very natural fear of stepping out of their comfort zone because when they do so, they're not in their element and they're very unsure of the unknown. So the only way to get past that is to test and to talk to people that have actually used the products and the positive outcomes they've had for it, even the negative ones, so they can better their practices the next time. We're not to get your advice and we're not to get your information. It's from the opinions of people that have never used the products whatsoever. So there is another aspect of brazing that nobody really talks about, and that is the health aspect of brazing. Think about it. We are vaporizing metal rods onto copper. Those fumes are in the air. Those fumes are going to be eventually breathed into our lungs. There's a potential of burning insulation. There's a potential of burning system oil that may be dripping out, or vapor that's still boiling out of that compressor oil that is leaving that system. All of that stuff can be ignited, it can be burned, and we can breathe that stuff in. It's an aspect that's really important and needs to be talked about. There's ways to mitigate some of this stuff, but at the same time, not lighting a torch is the best way to mitigate it 100%. So let's talk about a few ways we can repair or install ACR and refrigeration piping without brazing.
One thing we can't debate about is how quickly technology in the HVAC and refrigeration trade is growing, is changing. Now, this is the ProFit by SmartSeal, and no matter how you feel about a product like this, every product like this has instructions. It's got a way to install it, and if you don't follow those instructions, they can fail. All right, so all I'm here to do is show you what this fitting is and just show you how to prep it and how to connect it up. So once you got a cut piece of pipe, you're going to want to ream it out. Reaming it out takes away the burrs, and make sure when you're cutting, when you're using a reamer tool that cuts, you point the pipe down to get any filings out. Once you have it reamed out, you're going to want to give it a clean. Now these Scotch-Brite pads or equivalent work really well. Now we just mark the depth right on the pipe itself. And the fitting basically just pushes on till we hit that depth mark. Right there like that.
Now that first one was the ProFit by SmartSeal. Now I've not used that personally in the field myself, but the feedback I'm getting from people that have used it is pretty positive up to this point. So let's talk about our second alternative to brazing.
Right here, this cap tube, I don't know if you can hear that. That cap tube rubbed through and caused the leak. So we can fix that up. And this is a server room, guys. So what we got to do here is fix that up in a way where it's not going to leak again. And I do not like fire and torches in a server room for many reasons, because it's not ventilated, it's a sealed room, so any fumes in here you're going to continue to breathe in, and so is the people working in here. Okay, so we have this SmartSeal external here. We're going to cut off what we need with a knife. Then when we cut what we need off, we kind of knead it with our fingers until it becomes a uniform color. As you can see, it's two different colors. Then we wrap it around the pipe or the capillary line, which I've already cleaned up. Then once we wrap it, we pinch it on either side to create a seal. Then we got to let it cure. Okay, pull a vacuum, charge it up. I've got the external wrapped around the pipe and pinched on either end pretty good to seal that up. Now that avoids me from lighting a torch in this room.
So that was AC SmartSeal external. That video is old. The camera wasn't the greatest. It's about 3 or 4 years old, that video. So a little bit of background. That was a high pressure water reg valve that had a water-cooled condenser coaxial coil, and the cap line rubbed through. And we used that SmartSeal external on that cap line, and it held for about a year until that part was changed out. We just replaced the entire part. There was no brazing involved either. We just basically take the unions off the water reg valve and attach the cap line back up to the system. So that product in that application worked out really, really well. Let's get into our third brazing alternative.
There's the steps there. Clean, step 1, step 2, step 3. 20 seconds, 290 PSI, 20 minutes, 725 PSI. The product is advertised as sealing up a leak that is 1 mil, up to 1 mil. Now, the smallest drill bit I have is 1/16, so it's a little bit bigger. So I'm actually going above and beyond what the product has spec'd. Now I've got the hole drilled, and I just took some sandcloth and I just cleaned up that spot a little bit more. So we're gonna apply this and see how this goes here. Okay, so step 1 is basically a liquid that you brush on. Okay, so we're gonna brush that on to this little hole here. Step 2 is a powdered accelerant. So I've got step 1 here. I'm gonna open it up. And we're gonna brush this over that hole, okay, just like that. Step 2 is a powder that goes on, kind of looking like that right now.
So that was Fix Quick, a 2-part system that looks like, to me, in my opinion, on an evaporator that's older, has suffered some formicary corrosion, and if you take a torch to it, you might cause more damage, or you could just use that. You could go in kind of non-invasive, and you could make a small repair that way. So let's go on to the 4th and final method.
This is a rapid locking system filter dryer, and as you can see, it's got male ends on both sides. And when it comes to this stuff, it's really about prepping, like anything. When you do a job, it's about prepping and making sure everything is correct. So cleaning the pipe, making sure it's deburred, and right here we're using the tool to set the correct depth, and we're going to mark it. And once you've done all that, the pressing literally takes a few seconds. So here I'm roughing in a couple of fittings for the dryer, and at the end of this little video you'll see the repair I made. The dryer was actually plugged and we had to change it. So I used a pipe bender to reduce on some fittings, and we put in a rapid locking system dryer and we pressed it all in. And trust me, on this particular building I was at, it was way quicker than getting a fire permit, having a fire watch.
So rapid locking system, what I would consider the king daddy of all brazing alternatives, because they've got such a vast product line. They've got valves, they've got dryers, they have sight glasses. We can do small repairs. We can do large scale installs. I've seen some images of installs that were done at Amazon sites, and these things are big scale jobs. Okay, so we've talked about brazing alternatives, the reasons why people go to a brazing alternative. And think about it, guys. If we're using a brazing alternative and it can work and it fits our application, there's no need for carrying around a nitrogen tank and making sure you're always purging nitrogen or flowing nitrogen through that system while you're brazing it up. So it can be less labor intensive in a way. So I just wanted to run all these things by you guys because they are out there. The industry is changing rapidly and we need to stay on top of things. So I hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next one. Happy HVACing.